Hi, and welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. And I'm Trouble, and I'm crawling all over the place today.
He wanted to be included.
He felt left out, so he keeps jumping up on my lap, so I figured we'd show him. Say hi, Trub. He's our buddy. Friendly cat.
Yep. He's purring away.
This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. This month's scent of the month is Coconut Lime Verbena. You can get 25% off anything that's scented in that scent. Lotions, bath salts, bar soap, candles. And find it all for 25% off for the month, till the end of the month.
Yeah. And if you place an order, because I know I'm going to forget this at the end, so we're just going to throw it in now. When you place an order in the comments section, if you would like one of the video podcast buttons that looks just like this, just request it and we'll
throw one in with your paid order.
Throw one in.
So as long as you're placing a paid order, then we'll be happy to throw those in. I know we send out free samples, and so we don't include those as part of the free sample thing. But if you're buying something, we'll be more than happy to throw one of those in for you. Yep. So, what's happening on the farm?
Happening on the farm. Well, my happening's been in the dental office, not on the farm this week. So, yeah, I'm going to be going on a yarn hiatus. That's what, not a yarn diet, because if something comes up, I can find a way to figure out how to get it if I really need it bad. But I think Becca of the Knit Bites podcast called it yarn hiatus.
Oh, is that what it is? You can't knit up new teeth?
I wish I could. What a pain in the butt. You know how much yarn that would be?
Yeah, we'll see.
I could swim in it.
Well, don't worry about it. At least you'll be smiling nice.
Well, you ain't gonna see that part.
Yeah, well.
I could gum my food.
Nice.
Then I'll be a real farm lady.
See what I get to put up with. All right.
So what's been happening on your farm?
On my farm, huh? Well, in my portion of the farm, the outside portion, I've been really pushing really hard this week to get our new bank of solar put in, and been putting in some long hours all week long, and got everything all finished up and running yesterday. So we actually have a whole new bank of solar coming online. So yeah, I'm actually pretty tired. I've been really, like I said, putting in extra hours trying to get everything.
Well, after he comes home from work every day, which he, is up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work, and then when he gets home, it's out there until dark, and I have to make him come in at dark. And
well, I had the plan, to get all of the the cabling done, the conduit
cabling.
Yeah, I've been spinning. I'm spinning right now. I'm spinning our electric meter backwards. See, so that ties into the whole knitting thing. But yeah, so I was getting all of the different steps needed to get everything tied together. And yesterday evening after dinner, I was putting the last of it together and actually have it up and running now. So. Yay. Now I can go take a nap. Yeah, I'm like, dragging today. So bear with me if you see me, nod off and start snoring, you know why. So I'll try not to fade on you guys.
So should we do our Farmer Jim now? Or?
Yeah, well, our Farmer Jim segment, for the last couple of weeks we've been showing our new critters on the farm, our blue slate turkeys and our Kookamoran chicks, and well, we moved them outside this weekend, so we figured we'd take this outside with Farmer Jim.
Come on, put your sunscreen on, then, because it's hot out there.
Yeah, come on out, and we'll see what Farmer Jim's got to show you. So we'll be right back after we go outside. All right, we're doing the Farmer Jim segment outside today because we've gotten our turkeys and our new chicks outside with the rest of the chickens.
The Kookamarans and the blue slates.
So Jimmy's going to show us how big they've gotten.
Yeah, this is Squidward.
Hi, Squidward. He's getting so big.
Yeah. Here we got Mad Eye. Because they were bugging his eye, and I think he's blind a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, there's Mad Eye. There's the two people around. This is Hershey. He's my buddy. He follows me around. And here's... Oh, Fudge.
And show him the butt end of him, huh?
Apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, they got huge in the last couple of weeks. And so now we're moving them outside to spend time with our other chickens.
And they're doing just fine out here. So.
Yeah, they're all under the coop. Show you. Okay, and here's our chicken coop that they get to live in. Oh, see, there's one of the new turkeys out in our little river here that we make for the duck, because they're kind of getting used to being outside. Oh, there's our duckies. They're calling out for you, Jimmy. They've been following Farmer Jim around every time he comes out because they recognize him, they don't recognize the other birds. And while we're outside, I'll just point up to my new solar that I just put in. And our other bank of solar, so that's a little bit of the farm tour. Where's JJ? Oh, there's our little JJ, our little duck. Our girl duck, she's in with the rest of the chickens here. Alrighty, well, let's cut back over to our normal podcast, and we'll be seeing you.
Phew!
Oh, that was fun. So now you got to see our new chicks and how big they've gotten. They've gotten huge, especially those turkeys. The turkeys are almost as big as our full-grown chickens now, for as stretched out as they are.
Well, it was hilarious. Yesterday, they had their first little bit of time out there. Mm-hmm. And when we brought them in for the night so they could calm down and eat a little bit and go to bed, they were stone quiet. They haven't been this quiet in the house.
Yeah, they are noisy and just, as soon as they came in, it was just silence. They were like worn out. So we have them outside today, and they're getting used to being outside with the other hens, and they're treating them pretty well.
Yeah, so. They haven't jumped on them.
Yeah, no, they haven't gone through the pecking order, which is something that's going to happen, to kind of get their place in, who's over who out there. So, but they haven't gone through that because I think the new chicks are getting used to the environment, and the hens aren't sure what to think. They kind of keep their distance for now. So, I think once they start staying out there, full time, then they'll probably go through that. But they'll blend in and be part of the family.
An emu.
More animals. This coming weekend I'm going to be building some more pens we're moving Randy to a different area, and then making another pen for the next whatever animals we end up with. So never a dull moment around here. Yep. So
and I want to mention we did reach 3,000 members. We're 30 to right before we started, and on our Ravelry group. Yeah. So we just put it up like 12 days ago,
we wanted to celebrate the fact that we reached 3,000 members, so we're having a giveaway, and we put a post up there to get your comments and feedback and that sort of thing.
And that's how you will be entered in the contest.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to just draw from the 3,000 members, because I want it to be active participants who watch the podcast, who are involved in the group. So just come in, leave a comment. We're looking for feedback either on our products or on the podcast itself, to just get a sense of what direction you want us to head, and we want to celebrate the fact that we got to 3,000 members. And so if you are one of our 3,000 members, thank you for being a part of our group, and if you're not yet, come on over, join the party. So Yeah.
Go back to...
And I want to mention that we're going to be addressing some of the questions. I almost got the hiccups. in this part of the segment, and I know there's been a lot of requests to have more of Farmer Jim. I think what you just saw outside would be probably the most that we can bribe him or pay him or talk him into doing this.
Yeah, he doesn't...
he wasn't too into doing the full...
We have to pull him away from the computer, which is his favorite thing to do, and make him participate in the podcast. So
we'll try to get him on as much as we can, but I think his little bit of Farmer Jim is all he's gonna...
Yeah, about 3 minutes is about the extent we can get to have him entertain you and join in the podcast. So.
Some of our prizes, we're going to be giving a Wolf Farm gift certificate. I don't know, we haven't really decided how many or...
Yeah, we'll see how many people
comment. We're going to be giving the Wolf Farms Desert Vista colorway away. A couple patterns that we can
Didn't you have some roving or something?
I know, but I haven't gone through it yet.
She's still deciding.
And I'm really addicted to the roving thing right now.
So we'll have a bunch of prizes to give away. Yeah. So just leave a comment and tell us what you like to see, what you enjoy, what you don't really care for, and anything, any feedback is good for us if it helps us improve, what we do for you guys. And just leave a comment and you might win a prize.
So in the coop.
In the coop.
How do you like that? In the coop this week. I just love this.
I know.
That just makes me
She can't pick up that bag without pointing out the fried eggs inside. It's not like I haven't seen it and you haven't seen it, but it just is.
And whenever I know, I'm like,
she picks it up and there's always a smile. So.
Yeah, bird leg bags. Yeah. Go get yours. I think she's going to be having an update soon.
Yeah.
So this is my pink Gona. It's the Pogona by Stephen West, and it's my red fish 2-ply hand spun. And it's on size 6 circular needles, signatures, and I'm kind of doing this with the Fat Squirrel Speaks, the gratitude cow, because this is such a joy, and I just love this. Except, and I love my signatures, but they get hung up. I don't even know how to explain it to you. I always have to, I can't just knit. I have to just keep tugging it. See, you can even see here how I'm having to, I'm just constantly, I don't know.
So the cable's not as smooth or?
Something about it. I don't know if it's just because I need a bigger cable for this, because you can see it's really bunched up, but I'm still loving it. And the part when I can just knit until I have to sit here and scrunch the kapooey out of it.
Yeah. I think you need a bigger cable for that, for as much as you're going to have on there. Because pretty soon as it gets wider, you're going to end up...
Yeah, but it says to only go to 14 inches, and I think I'm at 11 and a half right now. Because I've knit quite a bit on this because it's made me so happy.
It's neat how it stripes.
Yeah, it's so cool. And you can see my dickadoo right there. So I've knit quite a bit. 2 rows takes about a whole Buffy episode. That's how I gauge it. This is, 2 rows is a Buffy episode. So, yeah. I gotta get my Buffy in.
Yeah.
Buff the wood. Yeah, I love this project. And the little, tons of stitch markers in this. Those are my Crimson Orchid. She's in Canada. And they're just little pearl drops. Oh, my arms are sore. I added those
weights to...
the weight band things. Resistant weight bands. Overdid it. I tend to do that.
We might both be falling asleep on your hair. That's why we edit.
Yeah, nap time.
That'll be a new segment on our podcast. Nap time. You see us snoring away on here.
You know, which app do you use? I have a little rain app that makes the little rain pound on the window. I have an ocean one too, which is really cool. Anyways, another thing in my coop is, another bird leg bags, is my Desert Vista Dye Works striping wrapped up in May. Got a niche wrapped up in May striping sock yarn, and that's on my blackthorn needles. These are super pointy and
Gouge you.
yeah, they do make me bleed. And I was just going to town, but I wanted to work on my Pogona too. I got so many projects and I just don't have enough time to knit, and I want to knit them all, and I want to start these other projects. And this is my Dicky-Doo. So I knit all this.
See, I know you with the, oh, I can get to the next color.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get to the next color.
Yeah, you cannot knit stripy socks unless you knit at least one whole color at a time. It just...
You can't stop midway.
And this is just a knit 6, purl 2. So pretty. I love this turquoise in this. That is the turquoise, the pink, and green. Yeah. I love
that is a you sock. Mm-hmm. I can already see you wearing it.
Yeah. So, and it's so funny how this just matches the bag exactly.
Yeah, all the color.
Yes, I like
as
matchy-matchy.
As if it was planned that way,
huh?
Just like all your projects.
Yeah, they're a little
Every
planned.
yarn has a project. There's no such
yeah,
thing as
because
stash.
I even have an app. It's called the To-Do app. And I have all my projects in there that I ever want to knit and that are already bagged up and stuff. And then there's also a priority. So if it's like high priority, it gets in bright red.
Prioritize projects.
Yes, I do, because it's like, ooh, this one has to get done. And this one's in my monster bag because it's a monster.
Oh, is that the one that's going to be
human,
a big?
Yeah.
It's going to be a
What's
big
it
monster.
called? I couldn't remember it. It is in the Rebecca Danger book, Hugo the Couch Potato Monster. But I call him my button monster because I am making him to put all my podcast buttons on that I've gotten, like Proverbial Knitter and the High Fiber Diet and...
Yeah, he's going to be big. You have plenty of room for buttons, I think, when you get done.
And this is the Marhaven Coggy TM of the High Fiber Diet. Carrie sent me this. So this is real Michigan yarn, y'all. Yeah, and it's so squishy.
Yeah, it looks very soft.
So, yep. So it's out of that. Oh, you might want to know what that actually is, huh? I said it's from Marhaven, and I think it's in all my little buttons are in here, so they're ready. They're ready to go on. See, there's even Carrie's little wee button. And it is mule spun 2-ply, 4 ounces, and 210 yards.
Do you have a website? Perhaps not.
It's in the light heather colorway. No. There's a street and a phone number, but just got to go visit Carrie and go to Knitting in the Mitten. You can get you some.
One more reason
She's
to go.
going to be like, oh crap, Dawn, why are you telling people come visit me? And this is done on size 5. Ooh, I remember. And look at this. He's going to be huge.
Those are his legs. Not his udders.
I was going to say it looks more. We won't even say. Look how big.
See?
One of my finished objects.
You're either going to have to supersize your podcast buttons or start getting some more.
So I got his 2 feet and his where the body's going to start attaching.
Cool.
But then I got back to knitting on that, the Pogona again. I know, Trubby. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. You guys got so many projects going. Maybe I
and
should,
these are just the ones that I worked on this week. This is not even counting.
Maybe I should give you some of mine because
Well, here I was going to start you on a new one this week.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's going to happen.
So what's in your coop?
I got nothing.
Oh, that's
I
right.
didn't.
You didn't do nothing.
Oh, well, I did, but I'm finished. So I have to, I keep you waiting.
See, I've got to move that. Then.
See, I did.
You have it written on the show notes wrong.
I know. You were optimistic when you put it in there that I was actually working on knitting today. I was spinning our meter backwards. Remember that? So.
You did spin.
But I guess I could video and show the electric meter going in reverse. So. Just kidding.
Flown the coop. Flown the coop this week is, oops, I forgot. It's a mini octopus, and I have no idea who the designer was. I'll link it.
That was that thing with a bunch of the different ones, right?
No.
Oh. See.
This was free.
Oh,
it's on
okay.
Ravelry free. I just saw it and it was cute and I wanted to do it.
Well, there you go.
And I think it's because it didn't have the name of it on the actual pattern. It might have been linked from a blog. Anyways, it's my little octopus. And I just thought it was so cute. This is crocheted, and I did it on a G hook. It's got a little flower. And these legs were so much fun. Ooh, it could be one of those. Woo!
Those go curly on you, right? Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma used to crochet these little things for my pigtails that had the little curly cues at the bottom. So, that was a lot of fun. It didn't take long. The legs were the funnest.
Crochets usually go faster anyway.
Crochet's really quick. So, yep.
I haven't started crocheting yet either. So, well, I do knitting.
No,
not crocheting.
Now you're gonna look at what you just
I did
said.
use a crochet hook though
So,
for my
but
foam
this little guy can fit into one of those monster feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that big. So, and you can tell how it sits in my hand. How big it is. Yay.
Cool.
And it's
Very
Karen's
bright.
Simply Soft, so it's a real soft little critter. Real little critter for ya. So then, what's flown the coop?
I like this.
Is my Fiber and Friends. And this is what the Fat Squirrel sent me. It's the BFL and Silk, and it's the Chianti or Chianti colorway. And I spun it as a gradient and plied it. Navajo plied.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, and I love this Navajo plying. Doesn't give me much yardage. I got 189 yards, which is better than my last time. You know, it's not showing that brown.
Yeah. Show the 3 different colors there.
And it's 12 wraps per inch. I just pulled this off my chair because I don't have a nitty knotty
I haven't made you one yet.
So, like you, this is all twisted. And yeah, I must have really spun the pooey wad out of this because you can see how twisted it is. My other one didn't come off like this.
Well, you haven't soaked this one yet either.
No.
So.
But the other one I pulled off and it was just.
Yeah.
This is really twisted.
Yeah.
Twisted, y'all. Twisted.
You like a tight twist anyway, so.
Yeah, I know. But hopefully this don't bloom too big because I want to do the Age of Brass and Steam with this. I'm just going to twist this back because it's behaving rather badly.
Poorly,
yeah, so you can't really see the brown.
Yeah, the brown's on the inside.
Brown. There wasn't that much brown. So, there. So I'm going to get this soaking in the soak today and hang it to dry. But I knew getting it off yesterday it would be really, really wet.
Very nice.
So it was...
Yeah, you've been on a spinning mission. I guess you've been doing a lot of spinning, so.
I was bound and determined to get this off the wheel yesterday.
Yep. Very nice. Like the colorway.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
That'll make. And I want to start with the brown at the the top, and have it. Then it'll go into the green, and then the purple will be the very big edging.
Okay. Makes sense. Use the color that you have less of in the small point, so you get it actually spread out more. So.
I thought that would be the best. So, but I want to. I'm being good. I want to get the Pogona off first before I start anything else.
Priority list on your knitting projects, huh?
Yes, it is. So that's all off my needles.
That's it.
And
so I got to do my flown the coop.
You're flown the coop.
Okay. Well, what's flown my coop? Well, I started a project and finished a project. As busy as I was. No, actually, I showed it last week. My I-cord. I actually did my I-cord.
You had an inch.
Yeah, well, now I got to show you the completed hot dog. I did my I-cord and then used a crochet hook to kind of catch it and pull it through. So there is my completed wiener.
And you sewed up the sides, too.
Yeah, I did sew up the sides so the bun kind of wraps around the hot dog portion. And then it's still, I got to tie off where the mustard is in. I actually pull it through the back. I still need to tie that off. But I had it all finished, and then Fuji decided that this looked like a fun toy. And so she went, and I hadn't tied it off yet, and she's just playing with it, and the mustard came off the dog. So I had to put it back on. And but yeah, I think it came out pretty cool. I like it. So.
Good job. And I didn't help him at all with any of that. So.
Well, you got me started on the I-cord, but I mean...
Well, yeah,
but other than that, so... I didn't work on the pickle at all. The pickle is something that I'll probably have time. I got some extra days coming off of work here this coming week, so... Because of the holiday on...
Yeah, and how many projects do you have lined up for that?
My project list is never ending, but... No. But I'm hoping to have some free time, so I gotta go, to the dentist, get my cleaning on Thursday, and maybe I'll bring my pickle machine.
You're so full of crap.
So, anyways, but yeah, hopefully next week I'll have some more stuff to show you. But yeah, I'm proud of my new dog toy because I think Fuji will end up with that. Mm-hmm. She took off with that and was having a good old time with it. So
here I made her that crocheted bone. I put a squeakers in it, and she won't even touch it.
Yeah, no, she decided the hot dog looked better than a squeaker bone, I guess. So.
I guess. So to market this week. To market, I am no longer a loop virgin. I had someone tell me, "Oh yeah, once you have loop, you won't go back." I got my first loop. This is the Wild Cranberry colorway. It's 4.3 ounces. It has merino, bamboo, tussa silk, and Angelina. And I bet you can't guess what colors. Look at how pretty. Doesn't that kind of look like a flower just by looking at it like that? And it's lots of sparkles and...
Oh yeah, I see it.
See it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So pretty. This is before I had gone to the dentist, so it doesn't count. So...
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how it comes out once you get it all
spun.
I
want to try to do this super duper uber thin. And I like this little thing on her bag. It's a little...
Oh, catch to keep it closed.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Then it came with balls. 3 balls.
What are you supposed to do with those?
You can attach it to make it like a... what's the name of that? Funky yarn. I don't know. I won't be doing the balls.
I didn't know if they were like stitch markers or what.
No, they're to attach to make it a... Oh, I know, everybody's yelling it at me. What's that called? I don't like it.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where you can attach eyeballs or plastic toys, and it makes it a...
I don't know. You're talking to a...
yes, you know. Yes, you do.
Novice knitter. I'm not into all the lingo.
Art yarn. Art yarn. Not into the art yarn.
But wouldn't you need more than 3 balls on a bat this size to make it art yarn?
Well, personally.
Because when we went on the yarn crawl, we saw the Japanese quote-unquote art yarns, and they had, you know, I mean, just everything dangling across it. You know, those balls, the Japanese balls,
yeah.
that had just like...
What the heck are you talking about? Where did you see balls?
No, but they had the art yarn,
Yeah.
but it was like the whole thing is like full of
Yeah,
different things.
yeah.
I think you need more balls than that.
I don't want no balls in my yarn. No
We'll
balls
just
here.
put the balls over here with the wieners.
And last week I forgot to mention my boys got me a case of jelly beans because they know how much I love these jelly beans. They're the sour gourmet jelly beans, and it's Gimbals, and I think it's in San Francisco.
Yeah, they're up.
Yeah, in California. And I have so many allergies that I can't eat anything really. So this is peanut free, so they don't make it, their factory's peanut free, their factory's tree nut free, dairy free, egg free, gluten free, gelatin free, soy free, which I'm allergic to all these things. Now I can't eat the red ones because I'm allergic to red dye, but
you're doing pretty good if you could find something that you can eat without allergies. But yeah, they definitely have a whole section on the allergy. You know, they are very allergy aware, and they probably are like us when it comes to their products.
Yeah.
Maybe they started making them because someone in their family had allergies or something. I don't know, but they seem to very much focus on the fact that they have all of the. They don't put in things that people are commonly allergic to.
Well, my little peppermints, you know, the little red and white star peppermints, are a pain in the butt to find. We have to get a special kind because so many of the companies have soy.
Well, they make it in
And
machines that have that they also make other candies that have peanut oils and that sort of thing. And we used to buy this one brand, and then all of a sudden Dawn started breaking out. And we look at the package. You know, at first it was just okay. This is just your candy peppermint. You know, pure peppermint extract.
Yeah,
that's what
oil.
it started off. They changed it and they started making it at a different manufacturer or something. And you started breaking out. And so we looked at the package and, oh, allergy, here's your allergy information. Oh, we make this in machines that we make nut stuff. And so we had to stop, and then we had a heck of a time searching around for another peppermint candy that is just the candy and nothing else, you know. And so we found one, but it's a pain. And so we wanted to point out the fact if you have food allergies, if you can get this gimbal, you can order them online. They have a website. We'll put it up in the show notes. It's Gimbals. Where did it go? It's on the package here, but you can order these online. Or Walmart also carries not the sour kind. This is new for them, but they also have like a 41 flavor different jelly beans, but those are also the allergy free jelly beans. They carry those at Walmart, so you can probably pick those up. But look for Gimbals.
Yeah, there's also no fructose because that's another thing I can't have. So it's just real fruit juice. So it's like,
so if you have a hard time finding candy, try these out because they're definitely they're good and allergy free.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, because potlucks and that kind of thing, that's a nightmare for me.
Yeah. BYOF. Bring your own food.
Yeah. Bread and water.
Yeah.
So, nail polish. Ooh, yeah, I ordered some more nail polish this week. Gotta show you really quick. And it's the OPI. Well, see, my mom wanted the Fozzie Bear, so these just happened to jump in the cart, too, as I was ordering hers. This is Gonzo. This is my Lauren nail polish. Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, gotta get it towards the center.
And then these are all the Muppet inspired. Fresh Frog of Bel Air. So this is the Kermit.
Very sparkly.
Yay. And then this is the Divine Swine. And you would think the other Miss Piggy one is red. You'd think their Miss Piggy would be pink. But this is a purple, and it's actually, I'm Divine Swine today. So pretty. And I know Wendy of Knit One Heart 2 mentioned a nail polish remover that gets off this sparkly stuff, because I am sitting there forever just scrubbing the pooey.
Well, you had to put a clear coat over the top, because I know you had an issue with the other one, the
I didn't want
Hunger Games one that had the flakes in it. Remember, it was catching on everything.
But this, no, there's.
But you put a clear coat over that.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yep.
Catching your yarn.
Fun stuff. Yeah, no catching yarn around here. So Squeal Like a Pig this week. Kimber Lolly, and she has the Giving Flower podcast that she does with her son Alexander. I said that so fast, I'm like second guessing myself now. And she just was catching up with podcasts and found out about La Jolla, so she wanted to send some hugs from Germany. So she sent me her Judy Be Shawl, and it is so pretty. And that's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. But yeah, you can see the gorgeous like cable that runs along the edge here. So pretty. So, yep. Thank you, Kimberly. I just love it.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Someone knows Dawn likes shawls.
I know. I don't know why you think I like shawls, huh? I love them. I wear them all the time. And then, I've already plurked a lot of everybody, but it's already seen this. Somebody sent me a package, and it was the only thing in the package, and it was really windy that day. And our mailbox is like 150 feet out on the road. So I went out there, and I just got done watching the Knittable podcast and commenting on her podcast and telling her how much her punky made me smile. Get out there, and there's this box. And I saw, you know, who it was from. And I just jumped up and down. Yeah, and I was wearing a summer dress, and yeah, the semi's got a good show.
Flashing the neighbors, huh?
Yeah. So, and she sent me this is perfect since I started my button monster this week. So, a Knittables button with Louie the Love Bot on it. Yay. She sent me her punky. She said she started this and because of, she said it had to come here because of, knew it would find a great home.
That's cool looking.
Isn't he cool? Jimmy
like
just
the hair.
loved his hair. And I asked her, and she actually needle felted this hair. So I've got to get my kit out.
And it's got sparklies.
And it's got sparklies.
Yeah, there's.
And this is what I look like in the morning before I do my hair. So,
actually, look.
Yeah, see? She was thinking of me.
Sparklies and sparklies.
Oh, I do got sparklies, don't I? Yes, we get along quite well. Oh, yes, yes, we do. So, yes, I just love him. And she did him out of the Dancing Dog Dye Works worsted, which, I don't have any of that.
Not yet.
Hiatus.
Oh.
Yeah. Birthday's going to come up soon after.
Yeah. Always an event.
So hiatus until July. So thank you, Diane. It makes me so happy. He'll have a boyfriend with Oh, I guess if he's a boy, he can't have a... No. Never mind. Dr. Jones. But this one looks more girly. Yeah. Well, if it's a rooster, it can't be a...
Yeah, I guess Punky Rooster.
Yeah. Maybe just Punky. So. Picking on the farm.
All right, well,
I guess I'm up. Over there.
All right, well, usually for the picking on the farm, I take some time to put together, I give it some forethought, and being busy all week, didn't have a whole lot of time to devote to that. So I thought, oh, well, I'll talk about another one of these photo processes that I do that are kind of outside the normal, just taking a picture and printing it. And I thought I would do something that it's the old digital of the day, Polaroid. One of the processes that I've done in the past and is called Polaroid Transfer. And basically you take a Polaroid, you take a picture of a Polaroid and you take the image that's developing on the Polaroid film and you actually transfer that onto watercolor paper. And so it's kind of a fun thing to do, and it was actually pretty popular here a couple years back, but now Polaroid is out of business. So this is kind of one of those things that's gone by the wayside. Probably, I know some companies are still producing Polaroid type film, like Fuji is still Fuji film, but this is not your typical Polaroid camera, the consumer one. You actually have to, this is the Polaroid film that you use with it. It's colored film, and it comes in a little pack like this. And this actually fits on my View camera, the one that you put your hood over.
Reminds me of a maxi pad.
Nice, but yeah, part of it.
Peeled a little tab.
Yeah, part of the process is you take your picture on here, and as it's developing, you put it onto instead of transferring it to the photo paper that's part of the Polaroid packet, you actually take the packet apart and you let it develop onto the paper. And this is just like a Polaroid. It's a single thing. It's unique. Everyone's unique because you can't reproduce it. So sometimes trial and error. Sometimes they come out and sometimes they don't. But I thought I would go through some of the ones that I've done in the past. I actually have a series here of plants that I really enjoy that I put together. This here, that is a Polaroid Transfer. Let me show you what that looks like. This here is a piece of watercolor paper that you basically are transferred over. So it looks a lot cleaner when you put it in a matted display, but thought I would show some of these here for you. Some of the old alternative photo processes. This is so yeah. So you can see that.
That's cool how that does that. Funky.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, sometimes these technology takes over and you just don't have the ability to reproduce some of these older processes. But just like the Van Dyke, the Van Dyke process that I talked about a couple weeks ago, that was 1850, that process, and it had gone by the wayside. And a lot of these things, these processes, people don't think in mainstream, they don't use them, but someone, creative and enthusiastic will try and recreate old processes. And so
Jimmy won that one?
That was, I was going through my plant life, that was basically my plant series. But one of my favorite ones that I had done is back when Farmer Jim was younger. I actually did this portrait of him, and I think this came out amazing. Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorite Polaroid transfers that I had done. And that is Jimmy when he was younger. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite. I'll show you with the unmatted version. But yeah, that is actually one of my favorite Polaroid transfers. This one came out amazing because the detail in his eyes and everything, and just the look, and yeah, that was back when he would actually sit in front of the camera for me.
Well, he's never done that too well for you. We
could take him to Walmart, and the kid will sit and pose amazing. I'll set up I get the backdrop set up in the studio, get the lights set up, and then he puts on the goofiest smile.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like so forced. I don't know why he doesn't relax for me for pictures. It's always interesting when I'm doing the portraits of him.
Unless you have him do, what's that movie you guys like, where you have him do the...
Oh.
What's that called?
Oh, see, you're gonna... It's not Zoolander.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Zoolander? Yeah, the blue steel. You know, but it's still the goofy. He still gives me the... I don't know why he won't relax for me. So, yeah, so me doing portraits of him doesn't always work. That's why I really appreciate this one. This is... I'll show that again. That is one of my favorite Polaroid transfers that I've done. So, thought I'd highlight that. And, you know, it's just something that you probably won't see too much more because Polaroid has, you know, they went out of business a couple years ago. And I have some stock in, you know, stash. Yeah, I have a lot of. You got a
refrigerator.
Yeah, I've got a. When you find a good product, you got to stock up when it comes to film because, you know, the way film's going, digital is basically, you know, taking over, and you can't hardly get some of the films, you know, the number of films that are on the market nowadays has gone down considerably. So some of my favorite films aren't available anymore. So when I hear that they're thinking about discontinuing it, I've got a refrigerator full of film.
And Diet Coke.
And Diet Coke, my two favorite things. So, but anyway, so I thought, oh, I'll show some of my work so you can see kind of something different that's not your normal picture and point out some of the processes that you might not know about because these are, you know, not your typical photo processes, but yeah, you know,
cool.
Yeah. So that's my picking on the farm segment. So I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, you're always free to post those up and into our photo question thread on Ravelry, you know, or you can PM me directly if you have specific questions that, you know, I'm always free to answer, so when I get on there, of course. So, anyways, but I hope you enjoyed that. So.
In the arena, wanted to mention 4 new podcasts to me. There's one has been 6 episodes. There's Little French Kitty, and that's Kathy, and on Ravelry and Plurk, she's Little French Kitty. No, on Plurk she's Little French Kitty. But on Ravelry, she is Cat B913. I'm trying to get all the names right. And she has 3 episodes, so go check her out. And then there's Nurse with Needles, which once I saw the needles, I'm like, ooh, you know. But that's Talia, and she's Franciscan Gypsy, and she's a newer knitter. She's always crocheted, but her first project being a knitter was a sweater. Oh. And she's on her 3rd sweater. That's her 3rd project. So it's like, you go, girl. And so she has a Ravelry group too. I don't think Little French Kitty has a Ravelry group yet. Then there's Joni Knits. She does have a Ravelry group. And she's Lots of Yarns on Ravelry. And she's Joni Knits on Plurk.
So many things you had to keep track of.
And she has 5 episodes out, or did she just have the 6th one this week? I think she just had her 6th one this week that I just watched too. And she has 3 little ones. How she has time to knit or do anything, I don't know. But she shows her whips, her FOs, and she's doing this doll now, and it's like, wow. So she has this big bad wolf one though, that's really cool. So, and then there's the Sticks and Stones podcast, and that's with Julia and Sue. Julia is Wee Sheep on Ravelry and Plurk, I think. And Sue is, she's not on Ravelry yet. No.
Oh.
And that's something else. And they do kind of like little tutorials within their podcast showing like how to make earrings on one of them. And Julia was teaching Sue to knit and right on the podcast. So because Sue has her own store where she has beads. She does a lot of beading and stuff, so she was showing different tools and stuff. So a little bit different take, so you know that might interest you. So go give them a listen. And
those video or audio?
Video, all video. So I'm not going to go into the charity this week because we've been really putting it up, mentioning them, and I've already mentioned the current ones, and they're listed in the group under charities. So let's go into What the Duck. And I want to mention the May Play with Toys with Limnit Crochet of the Limnit Crochet podcast, Lauren. And she thinks we need a limb segment all about Lauren. Then she might move to California. So
maybe she moved to California. We could include her, and she'd have her own segment. Huh?
Yeah, hey. You can share the room with Randy. Oh, pew. What? She knows Randy's the pig.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. And that's knit along, crochet along, and it's running from May 1st to May 31st. And tag your projects with May Play 12 Cal. And there are so many cool ones, and I'm having so much fun with all these little toys, and I can't even enter.
Quick knits.
And we have the cool bag from Bird Leg Bags that's donated for the prize. And then we have a...
So you should have done this in green, because then it would match.
That would have matched.
The octopus.
Cool.
But you have to only one eye, though. So sorry.
I'm
derailing the segment here. Sorry.
Yeah. And then Dancing Dog Dye Works is also donating a colorway for the contest. And then we'll also donate a gift certificate. So enter.
Plenty of stuff to be had.
Yep. And... What the Duck's up with me is on my wheel. I'm going to be starting 100% BFL, there goes the twine, in the Hunger Games inspired colorway. And it's Rue, and there's no card, it's inside. I'm pretty sure it was storied yarns. And Lauren just got a spindle this week, and she's catching the spinning bug. So, yep, Lauren sent me this, so I'm starting this. And then another thing I'm really wanting to cast on, see, it's been in my bag, and it's been in my bag for over a week already. Pattern, needles.
All set to go.
Dancing Dog Dye Works.
That's cool.
Yarn.
I like that.
Love my nomies.
That is.
And so awesome. So, yeah, it's already... Oh, you might want to know what it's... It's going to be the lentilla little shawlette scarfy thing. Kind of like the hitchhiker.
Cowl or...
Like the hitchhiker. It's the same Martina Bim pattern. Yeah, it's been all wound up already. And this is with Notable Needle, Kate, I'm losing my voice, and Silly Frew of the Sassy Pants Knitter podcast. They're having a knit along called Hitch a Rainbow. Hitch a Rainbow, and it started May 15th. Can't remember if they're running it like a 2-month-ish. I need to check that because I haven't even started it, but I need to. Yeah, and we had a request from Knit in Spin Debbie. She said she can always just see Fuji's ears.
Yeah.
So we gotta say, hi Debbie.
Hi.
She's got a little bitty doggy on her Ravatar.
Yeah, she's...
Usually she is in our lap or right, you know.
She hangs out with us.
She hangs out.
She was farm dog to yesterday.
Yeah, she did all the farm watering with me.
Yeah.
But then she looked like she's getting sunburnt, and Daddy rescued her from hanging out with Mommy. Yeah, Dad.
Oh. You okay, Food?
Yum! You getting all choked up?
Yeah,
All
calm
choked
down.
up, honey.
Sorry about that.
So, I guess you didn't really... Well, Deb, you got a little bit more than you bargained for there, didn't you? And then, I want to also mention, we're going to be having a... trying to see the minutes. I'm trying to get my hair up there. I'm going to be doing a knit along with the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit podcast, Kimberly Sock Bunny. And that's June, July, and it's going to be the Lady Edith shawl, which I've shown before, the pattern by Carrie Steinmetz, Knit Pearl Girl. And Knit Pearl Girl Carrie has offered a coupon code, so you can get it now and be able to knit along with us. It's Edith Cal, EDITHKAL, and you'll receive 25% off her pattern, which is $1 off the price from now until May 31st. So then you'll be all ready.
All set to go.
All set to go. So that's so nice. Thank you so much, Carrie, and so pretty.
Yeah.
And yes, I've my yarn's bagged, ready, needles, ready, set, go.
It's on the conveyor, all of the projects in priority order, ready to get...
Well, I have an ottoman that sits right next to me, and it's like bag, 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 bag.
See, you need one of those lazy Susan things. You just spin it around. You close your eyes, spin it around, and then that'll be the project you work on.
Well, I try to do one a day, one project a day, so each one gets a little bit of love. And that's not counting the ones that are in my craft room that are just sitting there that I need to get to. Like my vampire socks, my Hogwarts Express. I almost forgot about it. I didn't even know what it was in the bag. My alpaca blanket.
You gotta exercise your projects, huh?
Yep. Nah, I don't want to work on those right now. So let's round it up. I want to thank everybody for all the comments and hugs and love and friendship requests and iTunes star ratings. And if you have a chance, go on over to iTunes. I know some people watch it on the blog or on their phone, but if you can take that little bit of time, it raises up not only our podcast, but, leave reviews for your other podcasts you listen to, and someone getting kisses. So it just brightens our day, and it's really nice. So.
Thank you. And then if you're new to our podcast, we want to welcome you. I hope you enjoyed this. We have...
Job, honey.
You're starting here, and you can work your way back and look at some of our older episodes, because sometimes we refer back to some things like like my photo segment stuff. Yeah. Some of the things I've shown in the past. But welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back and seeing what we have on tap this week.
So get your feathers ready, and you can dance to the end music with us.
Yeah, I think this is going to our new chicken music is going to be the music to brighten our show. Yeah, that's
too.
So anyway, are we?
So until next time,
let's get cracking
and hatch and knit.
Bye, y'all.